Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, the 3rd of November, 2024. We have the synoptic here for you from midnight last night. And we can see there's a sort of a weak frontal system lying across the top of us at midnight. And if we move that on to lunchtime today, that's kind of moved up the country a bit. It's a little bit further north. But we've still got the high pressure across country that's affecting our weather. It's given us a very, very light easterly airflow, and we've got lots of lingering cloud and moisture in the atmosphere at the moment. I'm just going to run that through another 24 hours just to let you see what's coming for tomorrow. Overnight, this is midnight tonight and into tomorrow. That high pressure is slowly drifting out into sort of northern Europe. The sat picture here shows lots of cloud cover, and that's going to be with us throughout the whole day, I'm afraid. Looking at the rain, there's nothing on the rain radar at all. However, there is a little bit of drizzle outside. It's obviously too fine to be picked up by the radar. But looking at the rain forecast, if we run that through the morning into the afternoon, you can see there's some rain out to the southwest, and as that develops throughout the day, it gradually moves along the south coast and gets a little bit closer to us. But I don't think it's going to affect us at all. But as I say, we might just have a little bit of drizzle coming out of this low cloud. There's no TAF from Odium today. Their METAR is showing 0706 knots, greater than 10k visibility, and overcast at 900 feet. And Farnborough 0807 knots, again greater than 10k vis, overcast at 1200 feet, for the temperature and 11 in dew point down at 9. Their TAF is for the rest of the day 0905 knots, greater than 10k visibility, broken at 1600 feet, but temporarily between now and 6 o'clock, broken cloud at 1200 feet as well. Spot winds then to the north is at 1,000 feet, 130, 10 knots. To the south of us, 110, 15 knots. And if we consult windy, for the middle of the day, I've picked about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we've got a 6-knot easterly. Looking at the local forecast that concurs, we've got sort of 7 knots, 6 knots, 5 knots throughout the day, just all easterly and just gradually dying off. GFS temperature-wise are showing us around about 14 centigrade, with the dew point down around about 9. And the local Met station here is showing just over 10 centigrades with a 2-degree split, with the dew point being down just above 8. The cameras, this is looking towards the west, and we can see it's overcast. This is what's going downwind of us, but there's virtually no wind there. SkySight, a little bit more optimistic. They're showing cloud base getting up to about 2,000 feet, which is about 1,500 feet above sight. And that might give us an opportunity to do what we did yesterday. We got about 40 winds launches in yesterday, and lots of valuable training, even though we had a low cloud base. Top meteo, if we run this through from 9 o'clock this morning, we can see that cloud base does go up a bit, and that kind of concurs with SkySight. So that's a little bit encouraging. Moving on to NOTAMs, then I'm just going to deal with the local ones here. 10 is Barton Stacey, live firing. 11, Thursley, they're firing flares all day and for the next couple of weeks. 13 is Ash Ranges, Delta 132 is active, and 14 is Tadley, but that's not active until after dark, so we wouldn't worry too much about that. What we'll do now then is we'll move on to the airfield briefing, and we'll start with the usual Odium cross-section. Not looking too great there. It's either broken or overcast Strata-Q, which isn't brilliant for us. There's going to be embedded cumulus within it as well. and it's going to be a low cloud base all day, according to Odium. So that kind of differs with SkySight and Top Meteor by at least 500 to 1,000 feet in places, or at times during the day. The surface winds then easterly all day, ensuring that maximum wind sort of mid to late morning and dying off throughout the afternoon. And that's pretty much it from Odium. If we move on then to the flying list, it's quite sparse today. But it basically equates to there's a K21 booked in the morning and a K13 booked in the afternoon for instructional flying. K21 on the casual list. Trial lessons have been cancelled, so that K13 is now available. There's one K13 booked by club members, and there's availability of SH2, 3, 6, and 8. There is one member on the casual list wants to do some solo flying, and of course, excuse me, the simulator is available as per normal. There's nothing to report on movements today, so let's move on to it's the first Sunday of the month. The Gliding Heritage Centre is open today, and if it is flyable, they may bring some aircraft out as well. But they're open for visitors, so if you're looking for something to do whilst we're not flying, why not pop over? So operations and notices today, the general situation is high pressure over southern England, light easterly winds, frontal system well to the north, and low cloud all day. When we do go out, we'll set up on runway 09. The cables will be towed out on the boom on the south side. Gliders on the hard. Landing on the grass, which is a little bit wet and a little bit soft in places, but it's perfectly landable and perfectly usable. But please do not use the wheel brakes unless it's absolutely necessary. Also, misting canopies. It's today's the kind of weather that we're going to get that. So just be very, very careful. Make sure your canopies are clear before you take a launch, and keep it all nice and safe. Buggies, seated passengers only, please, and do not land on the taxi or land on or taxi on the disused runways, which are shown in red here. So the setup today will be launch point vehicle just to the north of the centre line. If there is any of the towing, which I very much doubt, there was no appetite for it yesterday. I doubt there'll be an appetite for it today. That'll be to the north of the launch point vehicle and winch launching to the south. That's it from me today then. Have a great day here at Lasham, and I shall see you around either in the clubhouse or out on the airfield in a little while. Thanks very much.